Hey everybody, my name is Christopher Ortiz here out of Dallas, Texas. I want to talk to you a little bit about an experience I had today in my purchase of the AMP Fitness 2.0. So before I get started with this video, I want to make sure that this video is to make sure that number one, I have never used the AMP product. I don't have yet really a test drive with the product. So my review isn't going to be really negative around the product because I've never used it other than what's been advertised. I thought when you look at some of the in-home exercise equipments that are out there, like competitive products like Tonal, which they've got the market, pretty big. I was really impressed with this one because this was a little bit more cost-effective, I thought, like the AI portion of it. Just a lot of things I liked about it. I like the fact that, some people might not like the idea that you have to use your mobile device as part of that piece of the AMP Fitness. I didn't have a problem with that, only because I always get concerned about monitors. I'm a Peloton user. This monitor itself has gone down before, so I've had that replaced twice. So I typically am okay with using my own technology. And I thought that the AMP already has that AI camera that really does a good job, really monitoring every piece of your workout. So I wasn't too overly concerned with that part. But I will tell you, the experience I had today was I did not get the product installed after waiting 3 months for this. Now, part of it's probably supply and demand. Probably AMP got more orders than they could handle. And I know that they were starting to move product and get, certified installers in place to be able to provide a good experience. I will admit the people that showed up were absolutely amazing. So no negative pieces there. They did everything to make my install experience the best they could. However, I want to make sure that don't make the same mistake. If you're going to buy the AMP Fitness product or you're looking at this product, okay, again, I've never used it, so my review is not going to be focused on that. It's going to be more about the install and the fact that it failed today and the fact that I will not be able to actually own that product because of the challenges of my home. So I've been in my home now for roughly about a year. It's a brand new home. The studs, okay, this is where the problem happened. This was the location that I had, right? There's the power, there's the wall, this is the location. Actually have studs here, a few of them, actually. There's one actually right here, close to that door, and there's another one that's a little bit further out this way. However, the challenge that was faced was it needed to be within 13 inches on the dot. It couldn't, with a little buffer, but it had to be well within that, let's just say 11 to 13 inches, because there's a bar. The bar, you've got the long bar, which is the base. Then you've got basically a bracket that holds your phone. So just FYI, that bracket is mounted in the back. They cannot install this on just drywall. It's got to be on a stud. Now, many of you will look at it and say, well, why does it need to be on a stud if the main base unit is already on the stud? Isn't that strong enough to hold it if it's just a base? But unfortunately, the installers were instructed that they cannot install if it's not going on a stud, which to me didn't make a lot of sense because a lot of these homes don't have literally the type of studs that close. Some do, some don't. Mine doesn't, unfortunately. This is after going 12 to 13 different locations. And I didn't go through every location because I wasn't going to compromise and moving furniture, beds, all that stuff. There just wasn't a lot. And at the end of the day, I had to basically give a lot of credit to the installers who came. They tried to do everything. It was evident they really wanted me to have this machine here. It was evident that they wanted to see me happy. So I'll give kudos to AMP. The only challenge that I've always just had with AMP is, again, they don't have an 800 number, but they do have a very good way of responding via email, via social media sites. I've always had a good experience. Now, I don't know if it's AI. I mean, they are selling an AI product, so I'm hoping that some of the responses have been through a live person. Again, I don't know. I'm getting my money back, unfortunately, but please don't make the same mistake. It's got to be within 13. Again, just to repeat this, you're going to have the main bar down. The bar that comes across to hold the shelf of your phone's got to be 13 inches. So anyway, want to keep this video short and hopefully don't make the same mistake Unfortunately, I will not be owning the product, but for those that, want to take advantage of, I think, a product that's got a lot of potential, just make sure you do your homework. AMP was really good, at least for now. I haven't got my money back. I'm waiting for that process, but they were very quick to give me a form back. Said that once they process that, it should be roughly about 5 to 7 days before I get that money back to my original form of payment. So we will see if I provide or have any issues. I'll provide a follow-up update on that. Other than that, I don't want this to be negative around AMP in the sense. It's just obviously it would have been nice if I had maybe had a template. When they showed up, they had a beautiful template. I didn't have that to work with. That could have actually helped make my decision a lot easier before I actually went for the purchase. So anyway, hope this video helps everyone. Have a good one.